our second port day. We are in Celebration Key, so this will be our first experience here. As we get ready to head out, we'll get some video going so you can travel along with us and check out Celebration Key. We look forward to this experience. See you shortly. Our first views of Celebration Key. Welcome to port. There's the welcome sun there and the sandcastle. So it is a little bit walk to get up there. They do have trams if you need them. So you get on right there by the ship. Beautiful beaches. We can already see from here. The water is blue. I can't see how clear it is from here, but it's really pretty. You can just see as far as you can go. You can also maybe be able to see off in the distance the cranes. They are already working on their first expansions. That'll be open in the next couple of years. Both directions you can see they're working. All right, there he is during first views of Celebration Key welcome area. Carnival exclusive resort. It is not an island by itself. It is a resort. So as you can see, you're greeted by the sunshine and the sandcastle right back behind it. You can see the white sand, the beaches. You can see how clear the water is from up here. Yep, parade's going on. Junkanoo Rush is what it's called in the itinerary, the itinerary in the Carnival Hub. It's at 10 o'clock and at 12 o'clock. So we'll probably catch more of the 12 o'clock ones and see the whole thing. Kind of welcome you into the Celebration Key. You see Starfish Lagoon over on that side, which is more the kids area. Family friendly. Calypso Lagoon on the other side, which a good part of that is 13 plus. Let's see how close I can get over here to the parade. We'll get more of it later on, the full parade, hopefully. So this is Paradise Plaza that we are in now. This is where you come in at the iconic Sun. The Junkanoo Rush parade just came through here. You might be able to hear them in the background still. They have a performance stage up here as you come in. We'll come over here and look at the map so we can see everything. So you come into Paradise. When you're facing the sandcastle, to the right is Starfish Lagoon. Comes around, there's Lacona Cove, on around to Calypso Lagoon, which is areas of 13 plus. And you have the Pearl Cove. And then it comes right back around to Paradise Plaza. Lots of places that you can use your island eats. Remember, again, at Celebration Key, you do get one island eat per person to get you a entree, or at the locations that have it, or one item from the food trucks. They do take cash, sign and sale, credit cards on the island. You can use any of those. If you use your sign and sale, of course, it will charge to your room. It's where one of the stops for the tram. All right, so we are now in Starfish Lagoon. This is more the family-friendly area. They do have, come around over here in just a second so you can see it better, a splash pad for the littler kids. Back over here, you can see. Get a view here through this opening here in just a second. There we go. So you can see there is a splash pad for the kids, shallower water, lots of seating. There is no reserved seating or umbrellas. It's all included. Beautiful views of the ocean from here. And again, you can see the beautiful white sand that they have in here. They have local Bahamians that sell their wear throughout the island, all local made. So you can rent cabanas. As you can see, some of them are here. They have the concierge where you get your cabanas reserved or picked up. This is one of the food locations you can use your island eats, the food hall. There's about 4 or 5 different places in there. We'll show that a little bit later on. They do have like banana boats and kayaks and stuff you can rent also. So that's more the beachy area, or you can of course be by the pool. Here's another view of the map. So you can see we're currently right here. And we're going to make our way all the way back around, end up back here where we started. So between each location, it's about 5-minute walks. Each does about a 5-minute walk, so it's not too bad. You can take a tram. They do have that, again, that goes around the island. So this over here is the Starfish Beach. Again, you can see there's chairs, umbrellas, all right there. So if you're wanting to go swimming more in the ocean, that's where you'll end up, is more over there. They'll be taking care of you. They do have like little swings and stuff you can sit in. So we are now in Starfish Lagoon South. As you can see, this is the area we came in. Food hall still going down over here. We'll get some of that again later with the menu and all. Show you what's included and how much prices are currently as of October of 2025. Another one of the food areas over here where you can redeem your island eats. Again, that is loaded right on your sign and sale card per your cabin. So if there's 4 people in your cabin, there's 4 island eats on there. Once you use those 4, they're gone. So if one person decides they want 4 meals, and then no one else can get it. So keep that in mind. But one person can use their sign and sale card and take care of everybody's. Restrooms throughout. So as you can see, we are still in South, but as you come down further, you can see how empty it is over here. So unless you're wanting to be right by the sandcastle, then you'll want to come on down this way. There's a lot more seating. You don't have to fight for a seat, and you can sit right up there next to the pool. Got basketball courts. You can see on the other side they're working on the expansions already to Celebration Key. So we're coming around. There's hammocks around. Drain, if she had her way, she'd just stay right here and hop on the hammock, read her book, let me wander around. Isn't that right, dear?
Yes, it sure is. But that hammock is in the sun, and I don't want to be in the sun. So.
Well, that's true. More restrooms, more of the trucks. Again, you can use your island eats here for 1 entree at these locations. And there'll be signs on there as to what is included in the island eats, what costs extra. Again, as I said earlier, if you have 4 people in the room, your sign and sale card is loaded with those 4 island eats. If one person uses all 4, then nobody else gets anything. So keep that in mind. Don't use somebody else's meal, or they're going to go hungry or have to pay for it. Luckily, Drain and I, we don't eat as much, so we don't have to worry about that.
Nope. Because I might get ill if you used to eat my food.
So again, you can see the sandcastle off in the distance there, not very far. Lots of chairs back here. We are now in Starfish Lagoon North. We've already passed east. I missed that sign, but it just continues around. Again, the whole thing is just a giant loop, so you can walk the whole thing in about 20 minutes, basically. Again, more bathrooms. They do have the showers, so you can get showered before you get in the water. Lockers are available. We'll come up here and see how much locker rentals are. So it actually does not cost anything. So I put in, I needed a medium and a large. It opened those up. And then you can close it up. Did you want to put your bag away, or do you have stuff you're keeping? So again, lockers are available here. We were just playing with the buttons to see. You can store items that just get your email address. At least the first time, there was no charge. So I don't know if it's going to continue that way. We'll find out when we actually go to use them. I just wanted to see how much they were. So got pickleball court. Again, you can see all the construction they're still doing, expanding out. There'll be a water park. And I forget what else. I know they're working on an extended pier to allow more ships in. I think they said the new pier, when it's built, will allow up to 4 Excel class ships in port at once. So this is Gill's Grill. This one is not a free Island Eats, but you do get a 40% off discount on any one entree. We'll go ahead and show the menu as we come past it, since it's right here where you can easily see it. So here is the Gill's Grill menu. Again, your island eats allow you 40% off of one entree. Other than that, it's full price on there. So that's your seafood and more. Mostly seafood, as you can see. More Cabana Concierge. As you can see, we're still coming around and lots of empty seats out here. So you don't want to just stop right there. That's where everybody stops at, right by the castle.
And we're not too far from the castle right now.
Yeah, you can see it right there. We'll be back around there in just a few minutes with the pace we're going. We're not trying to go too fast. We don't want to give you whiplash or zoomies watching the video.
But even if you were in a chair over here by the pool, you didn't have to come all the way back out here to walk. You could walk across the sand and be to the sandcastle in just a minute or so.
So here they got instruments that the kids can play with, or the adults. You're a big kid like I am.
Yes, exactly.
I'll pass up on the instruments this time. But Doreen knows I'm a big kid, as she said. So again, more chairs back here. It's starting to get a little more busier, but again, we're getting closer to the sandcastle. So that's where everybody fills up at. We're still in Starfish Lagoon North, so it covers quite a bit of the area. More bathrooms, showers. So here's a snack shack. So it's got the bar there. Remember, the drink package does not work on the island, so you do have to pay for your drinks. Again, it's looking a little more crowded over here as we get closer.
But it's even not bad, even though he says crowded, because there's still not a lot of people.
Yeah, it's not like when you go to Half Moon or Princess Keys where it's just like packed there. And this is actually even with 2 ships in port, so it's not bad. So we're coming up here towards the end of Starfish Lagoon. Again, you can see the castle there. So you see how close we are from where we started. Another one of the tram stops. So now we're back by the stores. So we're coming into Lacona area, which is where all the shops are at. Duty-free shops, beach bum shops, the basically straw market idea, all back through in here. A lot of handmade stuff. Del Sol's over here. So as you see, we're back now by the Sand Castle in Lacona Cove, which is from where we started. You just come right in and through the Sand Castle. If you're taking an off Celebration Key, so on Freeport itself, or Grand Bahama Island, you exit back through this back area here. So, Rum Cake Factory. So you see your signs here. Exit to Grand Bahama, Starfish Lagoon, which is where we just came from, Calypso Lagoon, where we're heading. Sunshine Swings, and back to the ship, which is all back that way. sand dollar treasures if you like sand dollars. Again, another tram stop there. So now we're coming into Calypso Lagoon, where again, this portion of this is 13 plus. There are areas that are family open, but there'll be signage to show you that. This is also over where the swim up bars will be over in this area. Again, more bathrooms, tram stops. You can see the work there back over the main island over there. We were down that way back in May on Carnival Dream. We took a tour on Freeport, so you would have seen that video series possibly. If not, go back and check it out. We did a glass bottom boat tour, which was kind of neat. So we're in Calypso Lagoon North now. More cabanas available back in here that you can rent. They've got some that are actually, we'll see them more on the other side, that have seats right in the water. Of course, those are a little more expensive. Most of them hold, what, about 4 to 6 people, I think?
I think so.
We'll double check that and let you know. Another volleyball court. You can see up there the bar up on the far side. We'll come around that long next. Basketball courts. Connect Four. Some more hammocks and swings. People can sit in and relax.
We found all the people.
Uh-huh. Yeah, again, we're up close to the main Calypso Lagoon area by the sandcastle, so more people over in here. Still in Calypso North. Bathrooms available back here. Little cabanas. So they have some small ones that have just like the day bed type thing. And then they have the more expensive ones that are by the water. Floats that you can rent. Hi, Dwayne.
Hi.
So you think so far of Celebration Key?
It's nice.
It's like they got glass in with the concrete that they did for coloring and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Calypso Lagoon Peninsula. So here's another. This is Surf and Sauce Barbecue and Brews. It is also a 40% off. It is not a full entree. So you get 40% off one entree.
Smoking area is going to be by those white umbrellas.
More eating areas, or sitting areas for eating. You see the cabanas over here. Food trucks. So there's plenty of places to find something to eat. Most of the food truck type concept areas, you get an entree such as a burger, chicken strips, stuff like that. And it comes with fries and a cookie. They have water that's available, ice and water all over the place like that. kiosks to place your orders. So come over here now that we're getting closer and seeing menus out here. We can get some video. So here's Foul Play. You see, you get a 4-piece chicken wing or boneless wings. Going with fries and a cookie. Drinks do cost, other than water. Next up is Seaside Burgers and Dogs. So you want your burgers or your hot dogs, or you can get Caesar salad with or without chicken. Again, kiosks, use your sign and sale card. Calypso Chicken Company. Fried chicken sandwiches, chicken tenders. Excuse us. Flippin' fritters. Again, it has a 6-piece fritter meal. You get conch, shrimp, corn. There's other things you can get for a price on there, but that's what's included with your Island Eats. So, as you can see, we're now coming into the Park Calypso Lagoon, ages 13 plus only. When they first opened, it was 18 plus. They've changed it to 13. So it is marked where that starts. So they do have Island Eats over here where you can get pizza, similar to what's on the ship. Pepperoni, mushroom, veggie, margarita, and a chocolate chip cookie. It is marked all through there, 8 to 13 plus only. Signs all over. We're not going to end up going back there, but you can see back over there is Pearl Cove. That is the beach club. They have like 3 different pricing options. One of them is an all-inclusive, so it's kind of like going to Mr. Sancho's or Paradise or Nachikokum in Cozumel. Everything is included in that one. There's one, it's just admission, and one that you get like a welcome drink, and then everything else you have to pay for. We might do that next time we're this way, but this time we wanted to just look around, see Celebration Key, as this was our first trip here. And of course, it just opened in July of this year, so it's a new experience for us. So we're now up by the swim-up bar area. The adult stage is over here for the music. Again, on this side, Calypso also has the beach access area with chairs and cabanas right there. As you can see, we've come back around. There's the ships. You can see Freedom and its iconic missing tail. Another snack shack, which you can get your Island Eats. The walkway we come across. You can see the sand castle in front of us there. I'll have some video coming up on there. Not allowed to video on the slides now, so I won't be able to video on that, but I'm going to go on at least twice on the slides. As we said earlier, I'm a big kid, so I enjoy getting on the water slides.
Yes, you're definitely a big kid.
So here we got Island Eats again, beachside burgers and more. So they got cheeseburgers, hamburgers, tenders, Caesar salad, again with a chocolate chip cookie. Comes with French fries. Swingo's Tropical Bar and Kitchen. This is another one that is only a 40% off. off one entree. It is not included. Got the flamingo swing. We're now in Calypso Lagoon South. So we have now just about circled all the way back around to the beginning.
When I get back home.
Again, the 13 plus is a little bit further back. There's a front area that's all family friendly. That's closer, obviously, to the sandcastle, so they can be near their families. Starfish Lagoon is all family friendly. There's the Calypso Beach. So that's where if you want to go out into the ocean itself and not the pool. The thing about the pool to keep in mind is it is a freshwater pool. It is the largest, they say, in the Caribbean. It's what they touted it as. So we're still in Calypso Lagoon, finishing up our tour, Calypso Lagoon South. And as you can see, we have made it back around to Paradise Plaza where we started at. We'll go up and get a little bit closer of the sandcastle here in just a minute. And that will then conclude our tour of Celebration Key. We're going to go relax, enjoy the water. It does get a little overcast, so hopefully we can get some time in a little bit before having to get back on the ship. We'll see. Otherwise, we're going to be soaking wet. But we'll be wet anyway from the pools and ocean. I don't know if the rain's going to get in there or not. It depends how cold it is. Feels great down here weather-wise outside the pool. So we'll see how the pool itself is, or the ocean. Getting your Calypso concierge. They get you taken care of. Or cabana concierge, excuse me. Floats, life jackets. They do have spots around that you can trade out your towels for fresh ones. So here is the Calypso Lagoon sign. Big chair. And again, back to the entrance to Paradise Plaza that we started at, where you come in after you get off the ship, and back to guest services, shore excursion. So one difference about Celebration Key compared to what most may be used to is your excursions and such from Carnival. You do not get an actual ticket on the ship. It is attached to your sign-in sale. So once you get off the ship, if you have an excursion, whether it's the cabanas, whether it's the racing slides like I'm going to do here in a little bit, you're going to come here to get your bracelet or whatever to get on that tour. So to conclude our tour, we are going to come up here to the sandcastle. You can go right through the sandcastle, which will take you right to Lacona Cove. Again, that's the shopping area. You have some more stores, Bliss Store, the ice cream, Yum Shine Scoops. You can get ice cream over here. The bars. So they got cups, waffle cones, regular cones. You can see the flavors. Sandcastle Sundae. So again, the beautiful sandcastles on here. Again, you go right through it. The tunnels go through there. You see the big conch shells, starfish. So there's Starfish Lagoon that way, Calypso Lagoon that way. The sun up here on the ceiling inside the sandcastle. And that concludes our tour of Celebration Key. So I mentioned Mingo's earlier. So here is their menu. Again, this is a 40% off any one entree. The rest is all full price, so there is not a free option here. So as you can see over there, these are the cabanas. That's how about they're right on the water. They have the chairs that are sitting in the water that you can relax in. Or as my son Ethan would say, in the water. Joke from our last cruise, Love and Marriage show. There is the stage over there. And then, of course, here's the bar area. So there's chicken and more in the food court area. Mediterranean flavors, which is what we had, which is really good. Then there is tacos and burrito bowls. Yeah, pizzas. And then the burgers and more. So you do get what's on the island each side for free. On the other side is what it costs for additional entrees.
All right, now it's great to see you again. It's nice to see you with hair for a change. Is this a hair transplant? Is it a prosthetic, a wig? What are we doing tonight?
A transplant, of course.
A transplant? Really? I didn't.
Wind don't blow it away.
The wind doesn't blow it away that way. Now, look, we know that for so long you played the same role over and over again, but you just recently had your newest movie released, The Smashing Machine, and you're up for Oscar consideration already. How does it feel?
Phenomenal.
Phenomenal. Now, I can't help but notice your accent is a little bit different from what we might be used to. Are you preparing for another role coming up?
Yeah, I haven't decided what I'm going to do though yet.
I haven't decided what you're going to do, but whatever it is, it's going to have a slightly southern twang to it. Now, I grew up watching you on WWF TV back in The Rock is Cooking.
Can you smell what The Rock is cooking?
I chills, everybody. Absolute chills. Now, if you could run into anybody here on the red carpet tonight, who would you most be looking forward to seeing?
Unfortunately, the person I'd really like to see passed away recently, and that's my hero, Hulk Hogan.
I'm so sorry to hear that. Yes, we did lose the Hulkster recently, but you know what? He's up in that four-corner ring in the sky. Now, before you get out of here, anything that you're working on that you want to let everybody know about, or is it just going to be a surprise?
Gotta leave it a surprise for people.
All right, well, hey, we're so happy to have him here. He's going to head on back into his private VIP booth. But as he makes his way into the theater one more time, give it up for Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson in 3, 2, 1.
This is the end. Hold your breath and count to 10. Feel the moment. So overdue, I owe them. Swept away, I'm stolen. Let the sky fall when it crumbles. We will scare. I could stay awake just to hear you breathing. Watch you smile while you're sleeping, while you're far away dreaming. I could spend all this day running close my eyes, thinking what's all on this rising up back on the street. In my time, my chances. Watching every motion in this foolish lover's game. Heartless as this ocean, finally lovers know shame. Turning every turn to some secret place inside. I don't wanna hurt anymore. Stay in my arms even there. What must I imagine you there? Don't look away from me. No.
for your cast of Flick, the power of motion pictures. Then I saw her face. Woo! Now I'm a believer. Whoa! Without a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love. Ooh, I'm a believer. I can leave her if I try.
So to wrap up Celebration Key, we did take the walk around the whole resort area, so you saw that earlier in the video. Carnival didn't do too bad of a job with it. We had a fun day. The weather was beautiful for it.
It was.
I would still wish, as many people have commented, that they allowed the drink package, but maybe they'll change that later on. But it is a fun day. I'd definitely go back, but I think next time we want to check out the Pearl Cove, which is the adults all-inclusive area.
Yes.
But I don't know when that will be. At some point. But
yeah, at some point.
We did have a good night, or a good day with it, and then we got back on the ship.
Yes.
And what did
And we
do?
saw Flick that night.
Oh, Flick, yes, one of our favorite. And as you can see, I am now 7 for 7. Yay! I was the Rock on the show and had a good time with that. So Drain videoed that, so we had that, as you saw earlier, along with clips from Flick. Flick is, I think, one of our favorite shows. We've seen it every time it's been on the ship. It is music of the motion pictures, but they always do a phenomenal job of it. Other than that, it was a good day. The weather was beautiful overall.
Yes, and I actually even got in the pool. So
yes, I got her to get in the pool. We went over in the adults area over in Calypso Lagoon and had a drink over there. And I got out there and did a conga line in the water with a lot of the others. Drain just sat there watching me, shaking her head as usual. So all in all, it was a good day. So if you want to check out Calypso Bay and Celebration Key as a whole, don't hesitate, reach out to us. We'll be happy to book a package for you. Have a good evening.